The real reason why Russians do not want a face-to-face fight with an M1 Abrams tank. U.S. Army increasing its presence across the European theater to contribute to and strengthen the alliance's deterrence and defense. Soldiers and tanks' presence enhance the deterrence capabilities available to the U.S. Army Europe and U.S. European Command commanders to respond to potential crises and assist in the defense of allies and partners in the European community. Currently, the U.S. Army faces capability gaps against new and boosted anti-access area denial (A2AD) capabilities, or A2AD technologies. If you take a look at Eastern Europe, Russians do not want a face-to-face fight with an M1 Abrams tank, said Bruce Yetta, the Secretary of the Army for Acquisition. Therefore, they put a large number of rockets, artillery, mortars and air defenses in place to try and protect those assets. Long-range precision fires has become the Army's top modernization priority to take out those protective measures, he added during discussion with lawmakers on Wednesday. As previously reported, the Pentagon is requesting $2.2 billion for 165 the M1 Abrams tank modifications in its fiscal 2020 budget. The U.S. Army plans to invest a total of $6 billion in the legendary M1 Abrams tank family. Over the next 3 years, we're investing more than $6 billion in upgrades and modifications to these tanks. President Trump said during the March 20 visit to the Lima, Ohio-based Joint Systems Manufacturing Center. With the help of everyone in this room, we are giving our warriors the most effective, reliable and lethal battle tank in the history of war. On the 5th of February, the U.S. military has disclosed details on the development of an improved variant of America's sole main battle tank that considered the best in the world. The annual report issued by the Director, Operational Test and Evaluation (DOT&E) has revealed fresh details of the M1A2 Systems Engineering Plan (SEP) version 3 V3 main battle tank program. The M1A2 SEP V3 would be almost unrecognizable to the tankers who served on its earliest incarnation. The new version could boast of improved fire control electronics, mean the SEP V3's gun can shoot faster and more accurately. The engine, drivetrain, and tracks have been updated for higher performance and to support the platform's weight increase. It may even sport hubcaps and rode arms manufactured by way of 3D printing. The upgrades also include survivability enhancements including next evolution and advanced armor and reduction in vulnerability to improvised explosive device (IED) threats. According to the report, DOT&E approved an updated Abrams M1A2 SEP V3 Test and Evaluation Master Plan (TEMP) on December 28, 2018. The updated TEMP included revisions to planned production qualification test events and the follow-on operational test and evaluation scope. Also added that in fiscal year 19, the Army concluded the M1A2 SEP V3 full-up system-level live fire testing. To complete the survivability assessment of the M1A2 SEP V3, the Army needs to execute the remaining live fire test series focused on addressing combat-induced vulnerabilities of stored ammunition and the modeling and simulation (M&S) effort focused on characterizing armor effectiveness across the operational envelope. The Army expects to complete the M1A2 SEP V3 live fire test and evaluation program in the first quarter of FY20. In FY19, the Army completed full-up, system-level (FUSL) testing to assess the survivability of a combat-ready tank against IEDs, mines, and direct and indirect fire. The FUSL test series included 20 tests on 3 production representative tanks. Ammunition compartment testing began in the fourth quarter of FY19 and will complete in 1Q FY20. These tests examine threats that perforate the tank armor and strike the ammunition compartment to assess the reaction of the stowed ammunition and any resulting impacts to the crew. The Abrams M1A2 SEP V3 survivability evaluation across operational engagement conditions will depend on live fire test data and models and simulations data. The Army is working on the validation and verification of the models and simulations tools critical to this evaluation.